Hello, welcome to a new edition of Cracking the Cryptic, and today we have one of these very special videos where we showcase something absolutely brand new. Now we've had I suppose the privilege of doing this a couple of times in the 2 years we've been running, where we've showcased literally brand new techniques, and this is going to be a third occasion. So I'm going to show you now something really rather stunning. Now, this puzzle on screen at the moment is an irregular Sudoku, which also has an anti-knight restriction. Now, what is an anti-knight restriction? It's a knight as in a chess knight, which means, for example, if we look at this 4 here, there couldn't be a chess knight's move away from this 4. So there couldn't be a 4 in either of those two squares. Okay, now that's the only restriction, other than we have to put the numbers from 1 to 6 in all of the irregular areas. So I invite you, click on the link under the video, have a go at the puzzle, see how you get on. Now I'm predicting that you'll find it fairly challenging. And some of you will be able to do it, but I'm guessing you'll find it, a really a mammoth struggle. So we're going to talk about a different way of solving this puzzle, and to do that I need to refer to our good friend Sam Cappleman-Lynes, who's also our web programmer and is something of a Sudoku genius, and he was discussing this puzzle with a friend of his. So it's on screen now. I've put it into one of the popular Sudoku solvers, Andrew Stewart's Sudoku solver. It's just, you can find that on Google, and you can see that it looks like an awful lot of the grid's been filled here. There's the only digits missing are the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4, and in fact in column 2 the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 are placed. It's just there are no other 1, 2s, 3s and 4s in the rest of the puzzle. Now by all means, I'll put a link to this puzzle actually under the video as well. You can have a go at this one. But this is really very hard. I mean, if I click solution count, which I've just done there, nothing happens. That's a bit worrying. Ah, there we go. Right, so you can see the puzzle does have one solution. And if I click grader, as you can see, I've done this before, it says no solution found. It cannot solve the puzzle. And this got Sam wondering about the structure of this puzzle, and noticing that these numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 sit in the same column but nowhere else in the grid. And what Sam thought is that these numbers, the 1, 2, 3 and 4, are in fact, they don't really add a great deal to the Sudoku. You can take them out and ask yourself now, how has this puzzle changed? Well, the answer is not a great deal. These numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 are simply I suppose, what are they doing? They are giving the exact solution to this setup of a puzzle. But there's no particular reason why we have to have the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 in this column. We could put them anywhere else. We could put them in another row, in another region, in another 3x3 box. Now, of course, you'll say, but you won't necessarily get the same answer then. You're quite right, but I'll get one of the permutations of the answer. So if, for example, I put the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 into the top right box now instead of in column 2, and I click grader, all of a sudden the solver thinks it can find a solution. Now, let's just see if it can. It's having to use a few different techniques here. Let's see if it can wade its way through. It's got another 4 in now. This obviously is quite tricky. Lines here we go. Now it's really making progress. So there we go. It's found an answer to the puzzle. And you may say, yeah, but not the puzzle you presented us with. That's true in a way. You can see that the numbers 1, 2, 3 and 4 no longer appear in order down the second column. But there's nothing to prevent us from just relabeling now. So if I want there to be a 2 in this position where there's a 4 in the solution, I can simply make sure that where every 4 appears, I put the number 2 instead. And where you can see that the 2 in fact has switched places with the 4. So all I need to do is go through this puzzle and change the 2's to the 4's. That doesn't change anything about the actual structure of the solution, but it will solve the puzzle. So it was a way for the solver, had it understood this principle, to get through a puzzle it would have otherwise found impossible. So let's have a think about this in the context of the puzzle I set today. So this is a somewhat extreme example. Here there's actually no digits in the grid at all, apart from one complete shape containing all of the digits that are necessary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, but there is no reason that we can't simply relabel the puzzle. So why don't we try it? I'm going to try and solve this puzzle instead. And of course, what's going to happen when I've solved this puzzle is that I'm going to get a completely different bottom row to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 that we had at the start, but I can simply then relabel the numbers, and I will therefore have the correct solution to this Sudoku. Now, I think this is, I mean, it plays with your head a lot. I have dreamt about this technique since Sam shared it with me, because it is so weird. But on the other hand, once you start to appreciate it, it's really, really cool. And in fact, Sam has created a classic Sudoku, which I'll show you in another video later, maybe in a few days' time, which relies on exactly this technique. So you can see now we can enter a digit, this 1 here. Can't have a 1 on knight's move away, so we're able to place a 1 here. Now again, there can't be a 1 in this shape in any of those two squares because of these ones, and there can't be a 1 here because of the one that's a knight's move away. So let's put that one in as well. And now this one, the 1 obviously can't go in any of those squares because of the ones up here. Can't go here because of the knight's move, so that's going to be a 1. Now in this shape, where can a 1 go? But it can't go here because of the knight's move, and it can't go in any of these squares because these squares just see 1s directly. So there's 1s all down this main diagonal. 4 now, this 4 is powerful. Can't sees those squares and sees that one because of the knight's constraint, so that's got to be a 4. So now there must be a 4 in one of these two squares. Now, 6s, you can see there's no 6 here, so there must be a 6 in one of those two positions. And now there's a 6 also forced up there because of these 6s and these 6s effect on this shape on the left hand side. Now this square obviously can only be a 2, just to complete the row. Now what would we do next in this position? Let's just have a quick stare at this, see if I can see an easy next step. Ah, yeah, okay. So this, if you look at column 1, this can't be a 6, so that's going to have to be a 5. That resolves that this one is the 6 here. Now we've got 2 and 3 into these two squares, and this 3 sees the top one, so that top one must be a 2. That gives us a 2 and a 3 like that. So now what could we look at? This 5 means there's a 5 in one of those two squares. And this 2 here, we need to put a 2 in this shape, and this 2 sees that square. So there's also a 2 in one of those two squares. Now that means this square can only be a 3. And now that means in this shape there's only one square that can take a 3 because of these 3's. So we get to put a 3 in. These two squares have got to be 2 and 5 now. Well, there's a 2 up here, so that must be a 5. This must be a 2. Now this square, it needs to be, if we look at the row, we've got 2, 4 and 6 to place. But there's a 2 here and a 4 here, which is a knight's move away. So this can only be a 6. Means these two squares are 2 and 4 somehow. These two squares must be 3 and 4 up there. Let's put that in. Feels like I should be able to resolve one of these squares quite easily. What am I missing here? Ah, I see. I need to put a 6 somewhere in that column. There's a 6 here, so that can't be a 6. So the only valid place for a 6 is that very top square. And now in this shape, where can a 6 go? It can't go here, can't go here because of the knight's move, so it can only go there. And look, that's going to unwind us into this. Oh, it does loads actually, because unwinding the 6 and 4 here means this square can no longer be a 4 because it's a knight's move away. So that's 3 and 4 like that. This must be a 3 now because this square sees that square. That must be a 5. That unwinds the 5 and the 2. That unwinds the 2 and the 4. That must be a 4 and that must be a 5. And that's the solution to the puzzle. And you may say, ah, no, it's not, because you've got the wrong bottom row. And you're sort of right. I have got the wrong bottom row. I need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how am I going to do that? Well, the answer is actually I can do it really simply. All I need to do is make sure there's a 3 here. So we can see that where 6s appearing in the grid, I need to change them to 3s. So let's highlight all the 6s. There they all are. I'm going to colour them in so I don't get confused when I do this, because obviously when I do this I'm going to be labelling these 6s as 3s. And I don't want to confuse them with the 3s, because those 3s are in this position and need to become 5s. So let's relabel the... Oh, oops, what did I do there? I need to go to that one. So that's a 3, 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 and that's a 3. The 4's in the right place. As I said, the 3's need to become 5s. So let's find all of the 3's up here. Make them a different colour. I need to make all of these 5s. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. And that just leaves the real 5s, or the original 5s. Now they need to become 6s. I don't need to label them. I'm just going to find all of the 5s that aren't coloured. And what do you know? That is the solution to the original puzzle. And what a technique this is. I don't know if you agree with me. It takes a while to get your head round, but once you do, there is something magical about this. The fact that you can take seemingly intractable Sudokus and change them, relabel them, and get an answer to the first impossible puzzle is, yeah, as I say, it's a thing of beauty. Do let me know in the comments what you think of this method. I'm going to be sharing with you a classic Sudoku that needs this technique in the coming days, so do look out for that. Thank you very much to Sam for sharing this with us. As I say, I think these are some of the best videos we do on the channel. You won't find these in solvers. The solvers can't do these puzzles, but with a bit of human ingenuity, we can. Thanks for watching. Back soon with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.